And welcome back to the Factor Uncensored. Well, it's that time of year when many of us will be saving as much as we can, buying gifts for family members, friends, loved ones. But of course, we don't want to spend ourselves into a hole. And Ed Gardner is here, CPA, to give us some advice on how to maneuver the holiday and without going broke, Ed. I mean, you got some ideas for us? What?
Well, the first thing, Isaiah, of course, is to make a list of who you want to give things to, and then
Hmm.
write down the amount that you're willing to spend. Because a lot of people are going to go shopping and they're going to see something and, oh, that's nice. And in their mind, they were going to spend 25 bucks and all of a sudden they spend 50, 75, $100. And then you need to keep a record of your spending. And it may sound funny when I say this, but a lot of people, even if they don't drink, will wake up in January with a hangover. They'll look at their credit card bill and they'll see, oh my God, look how much I spent on the gifts. And then there's another thing. If money's tight, well, guess what? Family and friends, their money might be tight also.
Hmm.
So it's early enough now that maybe go talk to some of them and say, hey, money's tight. I know you probably money's tight for you. Why don't we just have dinner together? Why don't you come over and we'll have dessert together and we'll celebrate the holidays together? And then maybe some families, they pick names or some groups pick names and they set a certain amount of price and you buy, like I would buy a gift for you and you might buy a gift for your assistant instead of buying for everybody at the station.
Hmm.
So that way, that's another way to help save on your
I
spending.
just wish I had an assistant though, Ed. I just work with a bunch of mean ass producers.
Sorry, I'm already working overtime. All right, help
There
me
you go.
out.
So Ed, one of the suggestions you said, maybe buy for the kids and not the adults.
Right.
So you can either pick one or the other, maybe the adults and no kids, or maybe the kids and no adults. But you'll always and I thought about this, you'll always make the adults happy if you bring their kids something.
Right. And another thing, this is for next year. A lot of people waste $10 a week. Why not in January for next year start putting away $10 a week, and by the time they hit Thanksgiving, they're going to have over $400 that they could actually pay cash for the
Mhm.
gifts, then put it on that credit card, and so it'll make a
Smart
big
idea.
difference.
Smart idea. Ed, I started doing that myself, but not for Christmas, for ETFs and stock market. And it's compounded by interest, and you just watch it grow and grow and grow. So you can do the same, find a high yield savings account if you can, and put that money in there, and you'll get more interest than you do with the big box banks
That's right.
that are out there. So, and for those who are trying to consider whether I should save like you just suggested. If I didn't save, should I pull out some cash or should I use a credit card?
Well, the most important thing is if you want to have cash reserve. Unfortunately, with AI and other things, there are layoffs still going on out in the
Mm.
marketplace. So you always want to have a minimum of 3 to 6 months living expense if you can have that. So you don't want to take money out of that reserve. But the key thing is set a limit on how much you're going to spend. And the bigger part of that is keep to it. Don't just keep saying, oh, I can cheat on this one and spend more on this one. Then you spend more on that one. And all of a sudden, you doubled up what you were going to spend.
All right. Ed Gardner, great advice for the holidays as we approach that season, or we're in that season now. And of course, make sure you be careful how much you spend out there. As Ed said, you don't want to wake up with a hangover and you don't even drink. All right, Ed, always good to see you here on the Factor Uncensored.